Hello, this is Bob from Wishlist Master again with a video about how to set up an Amazon S3 account. Now, you may wonder what Amazon S3 is. Well, Amazon, not only do they sell books and music and shoes and everything else, they also sell storage on the internet, and it's used by many companies like Netflix and NASDAQ, SmugMug, and many others. And it's available to you and me as well. And the good news is it's very inexpensive and very reliable. And it's a great place to store large files like videos and backups and images, things like that. So it's very easy to get started. And in fact, it's free now for the first 5 GB, which is great. And like I said, once you get beyond that, it's still very inexpensive. I have hundreds of videos stored on our site. I've had it for many years. We stream videos out of it for our clients and for our magazine and lots of images, things like that. And our average bill is probably only $2, $3 a month, so it's very inexpensive. They charge you for space and bandwidth usage, but well worth it, even if you're only going to use it for backup purposes. So we go to this page, and I'll give you the link to it in the article. And you click here to click Open Free Account or Create Free Account. And I'm going to put our information in here. Okay, we've got the info in. I'm going to click. So now I'm going to fill this form in. And of course, we have to put in the CAPTCHA. Agree to the rules, and here we go. So the account is now created. So I'm going to enter some credit card data. Click Continue. And you have to confirm. So we'll do this. I have to wait for them to call me. Okay, I'm going to check the basic free. And I'll choose Continue. We don't need any of this other stuff here. And we're all set. Now, there are many really good software products for managing S3 accounts. If you're on a PC, I highly recommend one called Cloudberry. They have a free version. And on the Mac, it's a little different. I use one called Forklift. Not nearly as good as Cloudberry, but you can use their web console, which is right here. So you click this. And I've got to put in my password to log into the web console. Of course, there won't be anything in there. And I know it looks pretty complicated, but what we want to do is go right down here to S3. And this is where you can upload files and download files. But the first thing you want to do is create a bucket. And that's the same thing as a folder. But Amazon calls them buckets. And we'll just call it hopefully nobody else has a name. Now they've got several servers. The U.S. standard one, I believe, is near Washington, D.C. And let's create this bucket. These buckets have to be unique, so I'm going to add something to it. There we go. Okay, so there's our first bucket. Now what we want to do is get our security credentials because we're going to need those to access the account from a remote service like Cloudberry or Backup Buddy or any other services like that. So what we do is we go up here to our account, just going to click this down arrow, and we're going to click on security credentials. And I always double check, make sure you really want that. So we're going to continue to security credentials. we want to go here. We want to go to the access key and the secret key. Click the open arrow, things around a little bit. I'm going to click this, and I'm going to download my key file. I'm going to save that. See, it's pretty secure. So now here's my access key right here. While we're in here, I'm going to show you how to put that into Backup Buddy. Okay, now we're back in Backup Buddy, and if you remember, we downloaded a file, and it was a CSV file, so something you can easily open in Microsoft Excel, and it has your access key and your secret key. So we're in Backup Buddy, and I'm going to create a new remote location. So we're going to go here, and we're going to choose Remote Destinations. Okay, and I'm going to do Add New, and we want is an Amazon S3 account. Okay, so I'm going to call this my new S3, and here's the access key. Now I'm just going to go back over to my Excel spreadsheet, and I'm going to copy it. I'm not going to show this to you because it's a secret, but just copy the key and paste it in here. I guess you can see that one, huh? Okay, and then there's the secret key, and we'll put it right in here. Okay, and the bucket name, we don't have to name it anything. It will automatically name it as Backup Buddy, but I'm going to call it and we can put a subdirectory in there if we want. How many do we want to hold it to? We'll hold it to 10. We'll keep the 10 newest archives. And I'm not going to enable SSL. You can if you want. Okay, so I'm going to test the settings, make sure it works. Test successful, great. Okay, I'm going to add the destination. So now that destination is added, let's go back over to Amazon S3. Okay, so let's go back to our console, and I'm going to refresh the page. Okay, now we can see our new backup folder. So when we do backups, they'll be stored in there automatically. So that's how you set it up. I know it looks a little convoluted, but once you get that access key and secret key in there, then you're good to go. And so that's it. Thanks for watching, and see you next time. Once again, this is Bob from Wishlist Master.